Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the video. Today I am going to be answering the important question: do you need to hire a car in Lanzarote? Let's get straight into the video. I have spent the last 10 days in Lanzarote, and 3 of those days has been with this car. So I feel I have a pretty good gist to know if it's worth considering even a couple of days to hire a car or not. But anyway, here are some of the pros and cons of hiring out a rental car, starting with the pros. With the flexibility of going wherever you want, the island literally is your oyster with a rental car. So that is a huge advantage. Having the luxury to have almost unlimited storage is a huge luxury, especially when you don't have any passengers. I think that one speaks for itself, just considering how hot Lanzarote is. Personally, I have always found that driving an absolute pleasure, and there's nothing like driving on a mountain road in a rental in Lanzarote. And if you find driving an absolute pleasure, you're going to love the roads in Lanzarote because they are simply sublime. And no, this is not your standard commute to work. These are some beautiful, lovely, scenic roads in Lanzarote. You kind of feel that you're on an episode on Top Gear. I'm just kneeling down here because in Lanzarote the winds are quite severe. But anyway, the fifth and arguably final point I have for you now is accessibility to remote areas. Having that option and accessibility that you can get in a rental, unlike having to get public transport, is that you can go to places like this and just stop off, basically explore places that you never even thought was on the map. If you are the adventurous type, I honestly think it is a no-brainer to hire a car, considering it only cost me £35 for 3 days to rent it. I think that is a bargain. This is also not to mention the amount of time that you would be saving not waiting for buses and planning different routes and routes to get to certain destinations, when you can just get in your car, put it in Google Maps and drive to the destination. But that does lead me to the cons and disadvantages in this video about renting a car, and here's a few of them. So when I was renting this car, like I said, it was cheap as chips to actually rent, but they took, on the day of picking it up, over €700 deposit. So if you don't have much savings and you struggle to save money in the first place, you are going to struggle to rent a car in Lanzarote. And that also doesn't include a lot of the hidden costs like insurance or anything that you want to add on to it. I've obviously got one of the cheapest cars as well, and if you have a family, this is going to get very, not just expensive, considering you're going to want a bigger car than my one, but that's going to cause a lot of problems. Like I said, if I don't crash this car, I will hopefully get the money back sooner rather than later. But it's just these hidden costs that you do need to be wary about, especially if you don't have many savings. I can't comment much on public transport because I didn't take much of it. But what I can say is how fun bikes are. Cycling is actually a great way to explore the island due to Lanzarote not being that big of an island, and you can get to a lot of the main landmarks by just one day cycle. Cycling is more affordable, doesn't require you to fill up with petrol, and also you don't need a driver's license either. All I would say is though, that some of the roads do suddenly turn into gravel, and you don't want to turn out like me. Now, how are you supposed to go anywhere like this without a rental? Now that is the flexibility and the freedom that I was talking about. Just to conclude the video then, I honestly think having a rental car is a game changer in Lanzarote. With the freedom it will give you, accessibility to get to rural areas such as this desert here. If you don't have a driver's license or you're unable to rent a car, because some people can't, I still think you should come and visit Lanzarote. It's still got a lot of things to offer with the public transport, and if you're keen into cycling, that is also a very, very good option. For example, Jet2 do a lot of package holidays in Lanzarote where they pretty much just plan you the whole trip. And if you're that type of person that goes with the flow, there's no need for you to hire a car. You'll be absolutely fine just to follow their lead. But like I said, if you're the type who likes the adventure and getting out into rural areas, no brainer. So get a car. With the convenience, comfort and time saved by having a rental car, it 100% makes it worth it. So yeah, that's the conclusion for the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to if you want me to do any more advice on stuff like this, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Peace out.